Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves.
There he goes left side. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 75 yards as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. Now, after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ric Flair. Topper.
52's the mark, boy. 52.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
X3. 218, chop.
My 52.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9.
Shell, 61, matchbox lights. Here we go, fellas, here we go.
A shotgun snap for goal. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now they try the right side here. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal, so instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
And the Bears, first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Switch up.
Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Four down. Recon, 152 fighter.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Tonight, like 20.
Play it.
Hey, kill.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Like 20.
Here we go.
Shell.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles 17. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
I know you felt that one.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Goff on first down. That's complete, right around the 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Push him back. Push Ric Flair. 52, Mike 52. Let's go.
Any weapon.
Hey, Mike 52. Silver. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2.
Hey, Rick Wall.
Defense, keep it up, guys. 52's the mark, boys. 52.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Bring it. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the...
Hey, Shell.
Tighten up.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here goes tonight. Mike 20. Hold on. Check.
The run. Watch 52.
From the gun, here's Goff. It's complete to Hopkins. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have retaken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Here's Manziel. It's Kelsey on the ground. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Hold on. Check.
Check 52 to Mike. Check 52 to
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Chopper!
51, Mike 51. Check Mike. Whip. Watch the whip. Kill.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
180!
Watch the curl.
4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 38.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now a handoff looking right. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. On 4th down, Goff. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, kill! X3, 218, chopper.
He's checking.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as the Bears push further out in front. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here we go. Check.
61, matchbox lights.
Time go. Go, Mike.
Now Manziel. And complete to Zach Ertz. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. They'll run on first down. McFarland, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
6-6, pull it high.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
Manziel. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
They're going to try and throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Check.
Shell. Quickstone, travel.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Cal, you won. 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 30 yards. As the Bears push further out in front. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Fielded about a yard deep. Uses the spin. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Guard. Switch. Recon, 132 fighter.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defense coordinator says,
and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
General West.
2nd and 5. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now a give right side. McFarland. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
90, Wolf.
Let him know.
Look at me. Go. Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Gets this one to Hill. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
On first down, McFarland, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
You ain't going nowhere.
Check Tyler, 64, weak. Snap.
They'll run on 1st down. McFarland, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Set, ready? 18, Gator.
All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Get it.
2nd and 15. Open space inside the 10. It's Hill, complete. 25 yards that time.
Let's go.
That's another Eagles first down. First down and goal to go.
Ready? 60, Pittsburgh.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And he rifles one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Chicago.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Eagles take over first and 10.
We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far, first and 10. Looking to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. Second and 10. This pass complete to Higgins. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Down. 18 Gator. 51. You don't want this. Five.
They'll set up to throw. Open man is Higgins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you.